So as part of installing my Nissan, or actually Infinity R200 differential, it's recommended that I replace my current bushes in my swing arm. These are urethane, which I've had in there for a few years, well, since I restored the car. And these are the Nylatron. They're nylon, but anyway, I'm supposed to like fit these in here. These are kind of snug, but it's almost it's pretty much of an interference fit. I could probably force them in there if I want to, but I got to read the instructions a little more to see what I'll actually have to do. So anyway, I have the swing arm. This is the passenger side swing arm. I have it out. I spent a little time cleaning it up again. Still have to do the grease fitting on the bottom, and I have the fittings for that in a tap. I just have to get the drill, and I'm going to go ahead and do that too. So onward and upward. So I wasn't real sure how the fit's supposed to be on these bushings, so I emailed Richard Good real quick just to see, because the instructions kind of imply it has to be a interference fit, and I didn't want to get this honed out too big to screw things up, basically. So after talking to Richard, the idea is that this fit is basically an interference fit, okay? And the idea is to get the bushings into the hole in the swing arm, and then be able to slide this stainless steel bushing or sleeve in and out of the bushings just with light finger pressure. So I went and bought one of these brake cylinder hones, and just basically kind of use it to clean up the inside of the hole a little bit, and that seemed to work. So here I just have like a bolt with a big washer, another big washer, and a nut, and I'm pulling the bushing into the swing arm here. I tried the first half, and it slid in just perfect. It's snug, but I can slide the steel bushing or sleeve in and out of the Nylatron bushing just with using my fingers. So pushing on it. So I think I got that. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten this one up. Okay, I just wanted to make just another comment here before I flipped it upside, the swing arm upside down here, so you can see the bottom. I'm going to put the grease fitting right in this area here, and I just did a quick measurement, and it looks like these two bushings pretty much fill up the hole inside of this the sleeve, or the swing arm here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put both of these in, and then I'm going to drill the hole through the swing arm and through the bushing to get to the center, because the sleeve, where do I have it? This sleeve is lubricated to run inside this bushing here, the Nylatron bushing. So I need to be able to get the grease into here to lubricate this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and press this one in, then drill the hole for the grease fitting afterwards. Okay, so this one looks pretty good. It slips in and out pretty good, and I think I'm okay. So on to this guy. Well, I was wrong on assuming that the bushings would go all the way across. What I did is I have a little hook thingy here, and I just stuck it in the hole here and kind of caught it on the edge, and then came up here and put it on here, and I can draw. I basically ascribed that distance between these two scrape marks is the open gap between the bushings in the middle. So what I need to do is drill my hole in the center of that, and it should go up through that center, so that one I have to drill into the actual bushes. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do next. So I just thought I'd point out I'm using like an 1/8 inch drill to start a pilot hole, just kind of lining up the drill through the center line of the hole here so I can get the center. And then I'm going with a 17/64 drill, and this is the tap. It's a 5/16 24 thread for the Zerk fitting. So next is to drill the 17/64 hole and then tap. Okay, so I drilled a 17/64 hole, and it's right. I can feel on the other side. You can just the swarf and stuff from the drill. It's right in the gap between the two bushings. So just have to tap it and put the grease fitting in, and I'll be all set on this side. Okay, so just for a sanity check on my drill center, I just stuck the 1/8 inch drill through the 17/64 hole and just kind of seeing if I can feel it on the other side with my finger, and it feels like it's in the center of the gap, so I think I'm pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and tap. Not that I could change anything now anyway, I guess. I thought I'd mention that I'm using Tap Magic cutting fluid. This is what I use to clean or to tap the those key inserts into the hubs. So anyway, just a little note. Okay, so moving over to this side, I use my trusty scribe tool here, and I just kind of hooked the inside of the bushing on this side and made a scribe mark where that is, where the edge of the bushing is on that side. Same thing on the other side, so that centers where I'm going to drill for the next hole. Okay, so that's it. Got the grease fittings in. Now I have to do the spacers. I have to get the brackets off of the floor over there to size up these, or read the rest of the instructions on how you adjust the spacers and everything. And then this one will be ready to go. Okay, here's the first side. Actually, the first bushing completely installed on my swing arm. Of course, I'm using the Richard Good camber adjusters. The bolts that come with the bushing kit, the Nylatron bushing kits, are designed to be used with the stock Triumph brackets. You know, the ones you have, these brackets here. So just what I did is I ended up using the new Nylock nut, since it's the same thread. But boy, I'll tell you what, it really runs real smooth up and down. It's a great job. I lubed the thing up before I put this thing on here, and one thing I noticed is that the Nylatron bushing on one side started to push out because I was putting grease into it, so I had to like squeeze it back together. But boy, I'll tell you what, this really works great. So kudos to Mr. Good. So I'm putting the second one in. I just wanted to kind of demonstrate this fit. It slides in and back and forth really well. I don't know, it's just a very discernible slop in the fit. Maybe I don't even think it's 5/1000ths, but boy, I'll tell you, it just runs really smooth. Still have to put the grease in this one, and then put the other one of these camber adjusting brackets on this side, and then I'm supposed to be getting my CV joint axles and hubs and the differential installation kit Monday, which this is Saturday. So and I don't work Mondays anymore, so I should be able to, depending on when the stuff gets here, I can start working on that too. Okay, so before I start on the second swing arm, I thought I'd show what you get in the kit. You get new studs or bolts that go through the swing arm. These are for the standard Triumph swing arm mounting brackets, and I have the Richard Good camber adjustment versions, which are these guys. So you get those, you get new washers, new nuts. But the reason I mention this is you have to use, if you already are using these, or you're planning on using these camber compensation type brackets, they have a longer bolt, so you have to use that bolt. So you get those, get it stainless steel bushings, of course the Nylatron bushings, and then these washers, I'll try to zoom in here, they have different offsets from this depression here, from a tenth of, or 10 thousandths to 80 thousandths, and it's stamped with a 1 or an 8 or whatever. You get like a 1 or 10 thousandths, 20 thousandths. These are 30, 40, 50, and 80 thousandths. So that's basically the kit. And then I also installed, if you looked at my previous portion of this video, I also installed Zerk grease fittings in the swing arms. So anyway, that's what the kit looks like.